Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pentiment. Oh God, I'm late tonight. Stuff just got in the way. But I am back. I'll probably be playing a shortened stream, but okay. Where am I meeting? The library. Brother Piero, 1450 to 1525. Rest in peace, my old friend. Oh, Andreas, you're back. You seem surprised to see me. Only surprised at how much you've grown in stature. Master artist now, I see. You know, I've grown as well, in a variety of ways. Sister, that night was just that. One night. Andreas, I'm not indulging you. Indulging me, you practically threw yourself at me. I was young and immature. Let it pass, won't you? I'd rather forget about it. Did you get in trouble? I thought Mother Illuminata let you go. She did, but what happened after was bothersome. Thank God Sister Gertrude knows her plants. I don't... Oh. Felt pregnant. Shh. Yes. Thankfully, Sister Gertrude helped me end it before a fortnight had passed, though the fetus was yet unformed. I'm sorry I put you in that position. I chose that path as much as you did, Andreas. I'm living with the consequences. Sister Gertrude's remedy hadn't worked, I would have been defrocked and my family would have disowned me. I nearly lost everything, all for one stupid fling with you. I was sick for days on end and still have terrible cramps. Still, it's not as bad as it could have been. I'm grateful Sister Gertrude was able to keep me well. Me too. That was a good night. Still remember Mother Illuminata's face. Her expression was illuminating. Oh God, Andreas. Should have heard the tongue wagging she gave me afterward. Quite impressive. Good to see you again, Andreas. Likewise, sister. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me. Till later. God bless you, Andreas. It has been too long. No doubt your work has carried you far from Nuremberg, but we had hoped to hear from you from time to time. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler from Salzburg. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Caspar. No greeting for your favorite library helper? Sister Zdena. That's all? Have you already forgotten that time I helped you find a very special book? I have a vague recollection of it. Cruelty of slight regard. Quiet, both of you. Of course, Mother Superior. Andreas, I'd hoped your attitude would change in the past few years, but I suppose it's none of my concern now. Nothing. As I said, it's not my concern now. Our business today concerns the sale of books from this library. Sorry you have to see it in such a state. It sees very little use these days. What happened? After Baron Rothvogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons. A small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in big cities like Nuremberg. Father Gernot saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Zdena had the time to maintain our inventory. That's terrible. Kiersau was one of the last monastic scriptoria in Bavaria. Brother Piero was fond of saying, all things change in time. Now all that remains are books for sale to interested parties, a task that Father Gernot has entrusted to me. And Sister Zdena, of course. Well, I'm eager to look through your inventory. Master Andreas, maybe you could find a book for little Magdalene, something that's not in print yet. Excellent idea, Casper. Parsifal. Perhaps Klaus would not object to this romance, given its emphasis on Christian virtue. German is a little dated, but I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows, maybe it will inspire her imagination. I think these are Latin translations of some of Origen's homilies. Also, it looks like it's partially burned. Probably not a great gift for a young... Wait. This is the same bookhand as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to ask Illuminata about this. Copy of Jacobus de Voragine's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints. The Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. Oh, Richard de Berry's Philobiblon. Philobiblon. It's a text on the collection and preservation of books. Maybe this is where Illuminata and Cecilia learned all their tricks. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Albertus Magnus's De Anna. Renowned 13th century Dominican theologian, philosopher, astrologer, and bishop of Regensburg. A prolific writer, he was known primarily for his work on Aristotle and his knowledge of natural science. De Animalibus. It's ostensibly a bestiary, but it contains so much more knowledge on a variety of topics. This could inspire an interest in animals and the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. Have you decided on any books to purchase? Yes, just one. A copy of Albertus Magnus's De Animalibus. Contains a wealth of knowledge. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Klaus Drucker's daughter, Magdalene, will. The Latin may pose a challenge for her, but I'm sure with persistence she can overcome it. Is there anything else you need? Yes. Mother Illuminata, what do you know about this book? I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalog. Burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it? If it's not in our catalog, I'm afraid I don't know whom you could ask. If it was a recent edition, the only people who would know are Mother Cecilia and Father Matthias. Right, and I didn't bring any books for summoning. A joke, Master Mailer? Anyway, it's a shame we can't figure out who penned this book. The author is the same person who wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murder. The ones in the fine book hand? Brother Adok told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the thread puller. Huh? Someone who was manipulating people at Kirsau and Tassing, pulling at threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. Thought the town stonemason killed the Baron. He did, but the Baron was lured to the chapter house by someone who knew Kirsau and Tassing's secrets. Well, I'm afraid we can't be of any more help to you in determining the book's provenance. However, as it's not in our catalog and it's already damaged, I doubt Father Abbot would mind if you kept it. Excellent. Thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. Hello, and welcome to the Golden Hand. I'm Nico Berger. I own this land house and run it with my wife, Hannah, and our son, Killian. I believe you are Master Mailer, yes? Andreas Mailer, the famous artist from Nuremberg? Someone has exaggerated my fame. Nonsense. You're certainly famous among the people of Tassing. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here a few years back. Yes, I work for the Abbey as an artist. Ah, I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder. Say nothing. Alright. Well, I'll leave you to your day. Till later. Until then. Painting of the Virgin Mary. What does the labyrinth symbolize? You're back. Good. We're almost ready to sit down to eat. Would you and Casper care to join us? Of course. Thank you, Klaus. Welcome back, Andreas. Caspar? Andreas, these are some friends. Benjamin and Rachel Sommerfeld. They're on their way back to Prague. Good day. Hello. Excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult. Of course, I understand. Nice to meet you both. Hello. Hello. Sounded like a real word, Klaus. Learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long. That's a wonderful segue to the gift that I've brought her. Oh? Consider it a small apology. Well, alright, let's see the small apology. Here you are. Albertus Magnus de Animalibus. Andrea, she's only 2 years old. You can read it until she's ready. Thanks for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we eat, assuming the Sommerfelds don't mind. Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests in Christian homes. Oh, they must be Jewish, then. Thank you for asking, Klaus. Alright, I'll lead the prayer then. Bless us, O Lord, and these, your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Klaus, thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Oh! Is it time? No, I'm fine, I think. Just sore everywhere. Oof. Anyway, we'd hoped to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made it slow progress from Basel. Or Basel? Basel. Passing is hardly on the way to Prague. We'd rather not get caught up in battles between the Swabian League and peasants, so we've taken a strange route. We were in Basel to do... I'll just say Basel, that sounds better. Do some business, but we didn't want to overstay our welcome. Is it really so bad for Jews there? Okay, they are Jewish. Let's just say they've gone back and forth. Enough on Jews in Basel that it's best not to feel too comfortable. We felt comfortable enough with our host, but Benjamin is right. We couldn't stay long. You know the printer Johann Froben? I'm not familiar with him. No. The very successful printer turned Basel into the center for Swiss printing. He employs incredible artists and form cutters. He even prints books in Greek and Hebrew. That's why we visited. Benjamin and I are creating a Hebrew type for him. Turns out that when your town banishes all the Jews, you have a more difficult time finding Jews to work for you. Who could have guessed? I just wish it hadn't taken us so long to get home. We have so far to go still. Lucky timing for me, though. Now I have 2 printers and a master artist at my dinner table. True, it isn't all misfortune. Daddy? Oh yes, thank you. And a future printer and baby printer to be. Passing hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while. What have you been working on in Prague? Benjamin is trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish. We have typefaces for Hebrew, but it would be nice to have something separate for Yiddish. How novel. Yes, it's still a developing typeface and usually only used in Jewish women's books. I'd like our writing to be more accessible, especially to those who only read Yiddish. Here, something like this. I'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, Klaus. Good, I like that. Oof. I'm... Yes, I'm fine. Klaus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell to travelers as the pass is open. Lately I've been printing the 12 articles for town. 12 articles. Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read at least well enough to make it through that sheet. Got a lot of people talking, and a lot are coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing? The abbot's always been an ass. What do you expect? You're not wrong. Remember what happened to Attilia's house? The abbot took it away. She lives with Agnes now, since Lucky died around the same time. Two widows to keep each other company. Sorry, not trying to bring up bad memories. I was just trying to say that things have been hard on the peasants for years. Just gotten worse lately. If the abbey is in such a bad state, there must be someone the abbot can appeal to for more money. Could try to sit down with Otto and work something out. Otto's tried to reason with him. The abbot won't listen. Sympathetic to what's happening here. We saw it all throughout Swabia. Where is Swabia? A former duchy in the southern Holy Roman Empire. Reformed as the Swabian Circle, 1512 it borders Bavaria to the west, the Swiss Confederacy to the south, and Austria to the southeast. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, Austria, Switzerland, and Bavaria. Okay, yeah, I have a rough idea where it is. It's true, but I worry about what will happen in Tassing. Eh, Ow! Hmm? I'm fine. Peasants are no match for the soldiers' Swabian League. What is the Swabian League? Bastards who think they can crush people for the crime of standing up for themselves. Right or wrong, they can crush them. I saw their handiwork. It was brutal. If the peasants aren't careful, Tassin could draw the wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking a risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria! The Prince Bishop has the church's authority. The Duke's lands surround Tassing and Kiersau. Klaus, I'm sorry for what happened to your family, and I'm sorry I never wrote back. That's it. I'm sorry. Uh... Ah, oh. Oh, this is it. This is it? Oh no, I was afraid of this. We can't travel now. This is all my fault. We should have left Basel earlier. I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care. I need help. Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who would accept Rachel? Agnes Steinauer, and she's Tassing's midwife. Could you get her? Klaus? Yes, I should get her. Agnes has delivered every child in Tassing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Klaus, you're a mensch. Enough of the thanks. Get me the midwife! Yes. Andreas, you're forgiven. Casper, it was good to have you over, but you both have to leave. Thank you, Klaus. Good luck, Rachel. Uh, Thank you. I'll need it. I'll go fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Oh, I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations town commons. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! Going! Thank you, Klaus. We'll be going. Take care. Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The commons look festive, decorated like this. Look at all the flowers, Master, and the bonfire is huge. How's the fire coming? Those logs work out alright for you, Endress? Nearly finished with it. It's all in place, Otto. Good, good. Alright, everyone, remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods, and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands. Otto, the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all its game and fowl and fish. Cannot claim ownership over that which the Lord gave us to hold in common. No. I'm sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Fasting has never let anything get in the way of our St. John's customs, as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns round the earth, God and our saints are with us. Good day, Andreas. Hello, Brother Wolslav. You looked upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything all right? Otto's becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot. Father Gernot will not take this news well. Well, who's telling? Otto just announced his plan in the Commons, and Tassing is a small town. Of course the abbot will hear about it. Fair point. Why is the abbot so angry about it? Didn't you just hear Father Thomas, Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off limits. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. Well, I suppose I can attend. Does the invitation extend to Casper as well? I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Who? Please tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. Meet you back at the guest house after dinner, alright? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the abbot? Yes, but be back before sundown, alright? Yes, thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Oh, right. That's not where the abbot's house is. God bless you, Andreas. I'm glad to see you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat? Yes. Good. Andreas, welcome back to Curacao. Thank you for having me, Father. Hello. I'll say hello, Father. I'm pleased you accepted my invitation. I know you are a busy man. Come, sit down and let's pray. Bless us, O Lord, in these gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here toward your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future action. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Thank you for joining me, Andreas. Appears you've done very well for yourself, Andreas. I hope you remember your time at Curacao fondly. You look well suited to your profession and fame. How have you been faring since your stay here? City Council did approve me as a master artist in Nuremberg, you'll be pleased to hear. Ah, yes, I heard you had even taken on an apprentice. Congratulations. Thank you, Father. I do wonder why your invitation wasn't extended to Casper as well. I wanted the privacy to talk about things that are ill suited to a boy of his age. In truth, I had hoped to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. Of course, just like you clarified that Piero was guilty all those years ago. This is precisely why I asked you here. I am trying to prevent another terrible situation like that. I believe you've only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't account for the entire situation. Why demand such high taxes then, Father? With the scriptorium closure, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income. Why not ask the bishop for help? Ask the bishop. I have the authority to keep the abbey running, so I will in the way I see fit. I will not shame the abbey that way. Brother Guy has gone over the expenses himself. Raising taxes is the best way to cover these costs. But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. The forest belongs to the abbey, and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. You're being a pedantic ass. I'm upholding the law, Andreas. The monastery needs revenue, and the townsfolk have not been charitable. They have nothing left to give. Have you seen the Gertners? They can barely afford bread. Perhaps you ought to be more charitable with the Gertners if you're so moved by their plight. Have you no pity for them yourself, Father? I am more upset to hear the townsfolk have no pity for us. Yeah, look at this meal. I hear they will continue their disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I've forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. You would condemn the town over something so petty. That is up to them. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man, and the townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer, for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The rest of the town will follow, and the peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully. Damn your plan, and damn you, father. Honestly, Andreas, I've invited you in, asked a genuine request, and this is how you respond? Perhaps I should have known better, but I was hoping. Please, take more time to think about it. I apologize. We must conclude for now. I must excuse myself. I am expected to... lead a service at Compline tonight. Think on what we've discussed, Andreas. I trust you can find your way out. I will, Father Abbot. Good night. Well, well. Or that artist, the one who lived with the Gertners. Got mixed up in the wonderful killing of that rat, the Baron. Yes, Andreas Mailer. I know your damn name. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the fire. St. John's Eve mean a lot to you? Saint's Eve, right. Alla answer, mamma Perta. Nus ardengas gal perti. Nus. Alright. I'm going to go. Enjoy the evening, Andreas. But if you want my advice, stay out of the woods tonight. There you are, Casper. Master Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. The St. John's Eve Festival is a big event for Tassing. I missed it last time I was here. Haven't you ever been to a festival like this, Casper? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Mailer? Please? No, Casper. It's late and I don't want to risk the abbot's anger. Let's just head back and go to sleep. Alright, fine. Yeah. I'm with the people. Aw. But I'm not gonna let Casper fuck himself over. Getting late. I should get some rest. Let's sleep. Oh, God. What is it? What? Come home. Stop bothering me. Is that all I am to you now? Father? Henpecking harpy? Nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in Barcelona? Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me? It was never about love, Sabine. Not at first, no. But I suppose it was too much to hope that a seed of tenderness could grow between. I hate talking to you when you're like this. You hate everything about me. Say nothing. Fine. Go back to your whores, the women who make you happy. This house is so lonely without him. Stop. Presence would only amplify the grief. Stop! Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Stop! Just leave me alone for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Please. Thank you. Hello, August. What am I supposed to do? Just wait here with you? Suppose I can do that. Just pass the night in silence with you. Oh, he had a kid who died. In childbirth, I assume? Sorry I couldn't do anything for you. I suppose there's not much one can do against plague. Get tired where you are? Last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. I couldn't come to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. Stood in the dark. You didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there. Waited for you to say goodnight. Still look the same age to me. Not in... Okay. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. So he had a kid who died young from the plague. You remember your mother as she is? Or am I just thinking of some perversion of Daniel's portrait? Can you ever picture someone clearly if you hate them? I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night. And I find my way back to her. Back to you. I love you, Auguste. Good night. What happened to this place? Where's Prester John? Where are Socrates and St. Grobian? Grobian wasn't on the Ship of Fools. Oh, Melancholia. Won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice? You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once. I was a voice of caution, of prudence. And now? or less than caution. The ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis, paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to the others? What happens to you happens to us. Foundations of this city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind. Your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the eaves of your intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. Is that it, then? No, not at all. You at least have doubt. It could be worse. Despite the sad state of this city, it could always be worse. What's worse than doubt and despair? Hopelessness. Madness. You're not there yet. The road is not long. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait. Shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Casper still asleep? So your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There is still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. Yeah, the St. John's Eve stuff. A lot of commotion tonight. Sounds like everyone's gone to the woods. Who's creeping there behind the bush? Gravestone Lucky left flowers at. Two innocents. Can't see out of this damn thing. Master Andreas, what are you doing out here? Casper, what the hell are you doing? I told you to stay in bed. Sorry, Master Mailer. I was sleeping, but there was a big racket and I wanted to see what was happening. Father Gernot, what are you doing out here? I was chasing one of the townsfolk. Lost track of the costume buffoon. The forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself. What was that? Someone is screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. Let's go back to town and see what's happened. Huh. Never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. Who's that running off anyway? It's too hard to tell who's who in those stupid costumes. We'll worry about that later. Let's check on the town first. And I believe the costumes making it hard to identify people is the point. Oh god, Otto! Werner, is he dead? Yes, I'm afraid so. Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Altus and Lenhart and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what had happened. Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the rat house. Must have been whoever released the rope. And what were you doing during all of this, Lenhart? Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen. What a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Casper, look to see if Otto had a note. Huh? Do it. No, Master. There's nothing. Are you certain? What were you expecting? I'm not sure. My God! Otto! Oh no! You. The abbot must have killed him. The bastard always had it out for Otto. We all knew it. We need answers. How dare you? I won't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant. Go after him. Wait, no. The abbot was with us. He's innocent. Casper's right, even if we don't have any proof. Grab the artist and the boy, too. We'll get to the bottom of this. Casper, run! To the abbey! Oh, I can actually control him. Brothers! To the library, now! I ran through the church, this way. They've locked the door. Andreas, get out of the way. Otto's death demands justice. The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true, he did arrive with you, but you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward. Killer. Andreas, move. If you go after Gernot, the real killer will get away. No mercy. Face us. He's a monster. Those monks don't come out. We'll set fire to the whole place and cook them. We've all gone mad. You all have good reasons to hate the abbot, but he's not the culprit here. Doesn't seem like the abbot could really kill Otto, does it? Fine, damn it. You've got one day to find whoever you think is the real killer, Andreas. Otherwise, we will come back for the abbot. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. Ava, Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him. Peasants are really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it was impossible. I don't wish death on the man, but the abbot is an ass. I understand why Peter jumped to that conclusion. Master Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why'd you even agree to find who really killed Otto, anyway? Didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again? I don't want to talk about it. So, who do you think did it then? Where do we even start? Talk to Leonard. He always hated the peasants and supported the abbot. He was very vocal against Otto in the town commons the other day. Even if he didn't kill Otto, he might know who else had the motivation to. Oh, what about Martin Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something. It's not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. It would be worth talking to Martin to see what they were discussing. He might have an idea of who wants to kill Otto. Good idea. Who else? We'll have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we better move fast. The murderer confessed to Father Thomas? Well, maybe. Even if the murderer did, Father Thomas is bound by the seal of confession. He won't tell us. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, the townsfolk will all come in to confess. Oh yeah, one of the townsfolk might have heard something anyway. That's a good place to start. Could also ask around at the Golden Hand. A pint or two might loosen some tongues. What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing these flowers. I've never seen them before. Right, we have to find the source of those flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. We have a lot of good places to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance at finding the real killer. Alright, let's get to work. The flowers are definitely the place to start. Father Garen has new restrictions. The townsfolk can't even gather sticks without a fee. Look, Master Andreas, flowers. Not the ones you found, though. See the petals? Let's keep looking. Some flowers, Master. Close, but not a match to the ones you found. Let's keep searching. Carving of Saint Satya. It looks quite old. What about these, Master Andreas? Oh, these flowers are red. They don't match what you found. Master Andreas, more flowers. Okay. Should go back over all the areas and especially poke at the edges. Aha! Master, I think I see an opening behind these trees that leads to a deeper area of the forest. This be where that mysterious costume figure ran when Otto was murdered? We should see where it leads. It could take a while, though. Come back when we have more time. Reyes Mailer? Master artist, yes? Who's asking? Lenhart Muller. I run Tassing's mill. Oh, right, I've heard a lot about you. Sure you have, after living with the Gertners. Less than half of it true, I'm sure. Look, I just wanted to introduce myself. Not every day someone comes back to Tassing, especially to investigate a second murder. Quite unfortunate timing for you. Quite fortunate for you, given your meal with Baltus and Dr. Stolz. I know we've only just met, Master Mailer, so I can understand some suspicion. In spite of how I feel about the peasants and how they feel about me, I'm no murderer. Why would I kill Otto? Why would I kill Ava's husband? Disagreed with him in the commons. I disagree with a lot of the people in this town. I don't go around killing them. Besides, if Otto brought down the Duke's anger, it wouldn't fall on my head. Say so. I do. In any case, if you get tired of investigating, my door is open. If you'd like to join my family for a meal or see the mountains, just let me know. See the mountains? Yes, for a brief hunt. Hunt? Yes, for deer. I might be able to help you get some perspective on the situation. Investigating Otto's murder, a hunt hardly seems appropriate. If it would help, I could tell you what I know, and I know a fair deal. What do you know? No, come hunting with me and I'll tell you. No, I can't. Do it yourself. Master Mailer, is there anything I can do for you? Nico, have you heard anyone in here talking about Otto's murder? Not just talking about it, but, you know. Yeah, you know. He understands, Casper. Thank you. Like they had something to do with it? Oh no, I think I'd remember something like that. Then again, I try not to eavesdrop on conversations. I don't want to get yelled at, or worse. But maybe you could find more luck talking to people. Fear always tends to loosen people's lips. Buy around for everyone and you can have the run of the place. You'll be here a while, though. God. Interesting idea. Maybe later. Till then. Alright, ready to see where this goes, Master? Let's get going. What are these buildings? What is this place? Some kind of Roman ruin, like the aqueduct in the meadow. Look, Master Andreas, the flowers. Finally, maybe we'll find something useful after all. Let's look around. Roman depiction of a nymph. There's an inscription underneath, probably a dedication. Romans believed that keeping the nymph of the spring happy would ensure their water stayed fresh. The cistern must have doubled as her temple. A lot of these flowers are growing here. Didn't expect to see any Latin inside an aqueduct. Another inscription. It's still in good shape. This Latin is carved sloppily into the stone. That's odd. Is that what it looks like, Master Andreas? Yes, the costume the killer was wearing when they ran past us. So much for finding it in the home of the killer. Well, perhaps there's a clue inside. Oh, before examining the code of Baron Rothvogel, I have you, Master Andreas. Casper, go get help. I won't let you fall. Not a long drop. Just get someone to bring a rope. I can't abandon you, Master. Let out a long sigh of resignation. You upset with... Well, we're all wet, but I don't think I hurt anything. Guess that wasn't really that long of a fall. Yes, that's what I said. That's why I wanted you to get a rope. Oh. Right. I'm sorry, Master Mailer. It's too late for an apology. The next time I tell you to do something, listen to me. Now then, let's try to get out of this mess you've put us in. Of course, Master. Wish we had a little more light down here. Can't see a thing, can you? I'm going to look around and see if I can find a way out. Water is murky, I can't see the bottom. Can't see shit in here. Does this work? Nod respectfully. Just remembered how flammable these brush rags are. Why were you carrying around the flint and steel? Well, you never know when you might need some fire. Of course. What is this place? Cistern. It must collect water from the spring to feed it into the aqueduct. The aqueduct in the meadow? I suppose so. And all we need to do is follow it back. Perhaps. Looks like the tunnel collapsed here, Master. It must lead toward the town. Looks like there's a gap. Do you want me to try to squeeze through? Absolutely not. It's too dangerous. Of course, Master. There must be another way we can go. Yeah, I'd rather check all my options first before walking into something. Okay. Let's check that opening. Where do you think this goes? Well, it goes up, so it probably leads out. I don't think I can squeeze through that gap. Need to find something to move the rocks. Something to give us leverage. Wait. Huh? Never mind. Let's find a way out of here. Jump across. Hmm. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna see if Casper can go through that door at the bottom. I'm still investigating, and it occurred to me that last time I saw a ghost, or a quote-unquote ghost, hopping across the top of the aqueduct, which is what came out here. So maybe there is something else down here. Maybe they came down here and there's something I can... Ah! Nope. Damn it. I thought there might be something behind there that could tell me who might have been the ghost that was hopping across the aqueduct last act. Let's see if there's... Here. Let's try the convent. I'm starting to suspect the killer might have been, in the first act, killed the Baron, might have been Gertrude. No, it could just easily... It's a big grate, maybe we can get out that way. too high for either of us to reach. Climb on my shoulders and see if you can push it out of the way. It could have just as easily been someone else fleeing from the Abbey. Looks like a kitchen? Fleeing from the Abbey to get back. I don't know. Abbey kitchen? What else is up there? Up here. I don't think so. It's big, though. Of course, we must be under the convent. Do you see any of the nuns? No? Hello? Nothing. Where could they be? I doubt the sisters loiter in the kitchen all day long. Can you lift the grate off? There's something heavy above me. I can only lift it a little, and I don't think I can squeeze through. Might be able to reach. I got a fire poker. That might come in handy. Hold on to it for now. Horse master. Let's try the crypt exit. See if that does anything for us. Right. That's blocked off. Is this door? Appears to be so. Strange one. Where does it go? Try to nudge it. Must be another secret entrance. Oh, I can't say, but it must have been built much more recently than the rest of the aqueduct. We get out this way? What's that sound, master? Snoring? Someone sleeping on the other side of the door? Hey, wake up. What should we do, master? Well, we already have the poker from the convent kitchen. We can try that on the stones and try to get out. Of course. Good to know that that door is there. We didn't really find a whole lot in terms of evidence. Raising the fire poker from the kitchen to shift the rocks out of the way. Still hear something. Didn't come here during the day. Had to. The farmers are out for blood. And? Don't play stupid. Both wanted Otto gone. Now he is. I didn't kill him. Did you? Why would you ask me such a thing? Because of the note, you stupid cow. Because of the note that sent you into hysterics. Because you're behaving like a woman who committed a murder and is afraid of being caught. How could you... Stop. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you did or didn't. It's dead. The idiot peasants can beat the ground with their pitchforks and nothing will come of it. About that artist, Andreas. He could be a problem. Have you done anything to raise his suspicions? I don't think so. Good. Wait. Time will run out for Peter and the rest of his worthless kind. The abbot will stay in power, pilgrims will keep coming to the shrine, staying at your inn. Yes, good. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Quiet. Go home, don't come here again unless it's for a quick fuck. If you want comfort, talk to your fat husband. Don't bother me with your hysteria. Of course, I'm sorry. I... I'm glad we're finally out of there, Master. What a strange adventure. You think Mistress Hannah could have killed Otto? She's only pretending to care about the town's safety. She's only concerned with the shrine staying open. Why would that make her want to kill Otto? Peasants overthrew the abbot, they might loot or destroy the shrine. Without the hand of St. Moritz, there's not much reason for pilgrims to travel to Kiersau. There'd hardly be any visitors to the Golden Hand. Exactly. Now we know Hannah has a motive. Possible she killed to protect her family's inn. We need to talk to Nico and Killian to see just how committed she is. But first, let's go back to the guest house and clean up. People will get suspicious if we walk around town like this. Good idea, Master. I'm torn. I could easily pin it on Lenhart, even though it seems like he didn't do it. But he is a pompous ass who needs to go. But also, Hannah did actually seems to have actually killed him. Hello, Killian. Do you have a moment? Sure. What do you need? Is something wrong? And she doesn't seem to be as hated among the townsfolk, so I don't know if they'd buy it, is the thing. What do you need? Something wrong? No, I want to know if you noticed anything odd about your mother lately. Odd how? Did she ask you to watch the inn by yourself very often? Oh, well, sometimes I guess. Dad and I look after the place more in the evenings when she gets tired, but lately she's been leaving during sex. Says she brings food over to the townsfolk at the rat house. So I usually watch the inn until she gets back. There was one other time. Go on. Mom left in a hurry one night, and when I was cleaning up around the bar, I found this note. He will destroy the abbey. Hell will swallow the hand of St. Moritz. The rat house, after St. John's fire. Another note, I've seen several like this before. Oh, but what does it mean? St. John's fire. I wonder if that means the bonfire. Would one of the guests have left the note? I don't think so, Master Mailer. I found it tucked under the money chest. The note could have been for one of your parents then, but why? I don't know. I don't want anyone to destroy the abbey, even if the abbot is cruel to peasants. Ulrich is keeping Peter calm. Now. Hope the note helps, Master Mailer. Just don't tell Mom or Dad, alright? This note might have bigger connections than you think, Killian. Get back to work. See you later, Master Mailer. Till then. Master Mailer, not too forward. I was wondering if you would do my family the honor of joining us for a meal. I'd like to talk to you about your wife. Anna, what about her? Do you know what she gets up to over by the Roman ruins? Yes. Sorry, it must be hard for you. Quite. But I love her, and I have to think of Killian. I don't know what to do. I don't really understand her. I don't often understand my wife either. What are we to do? All I know is that something has to change. An unhappy marriage is a wretched way to live. Believe me, I know. Stand up to her and carve out some path towards happiness. I don't know. Now, before you can solve your marriage, there's a bigger problem you need to think about. She's glad Otto died. Did you know that? I'm sure I don't know what you mean. God damn it. Really? She never said anything about Otto to you? No, never. She never did. Now please, leave me be. As you wish. Until later. Till then. Ah, Master Mailer, I'm glad I caught you. You and Casper like to join us for supper? Perhaps another time, Hannah. Let me check the crime scene, see if there's anything there. Wonder how long my house construction will be delayed now. Let's see if I could go to Miller's for dinner. Hello, forgive me. Forgotten your name. Andreas Mailer, master artist. Must be Elsa Mullerin, the miller's wife. Oh yes, that's me. My husband has been talking about your arrival. We're pleased you've done so well for yourself. He didn't seem so interested in me last time I was. My husband has a mind for business. I'm afraid your work in the scriptorium was not towards his interests. But now that I'm a successful artist, I'm worth his time. My husband enjoys hearing stories of success, Master Mailer. Please forgive him his curiosity. Who is this young man? Casper, my apprentice. Hello, mistress. Oh, you must meet my darling Paul. He would love to meet someone his age pursuing art. Just not where Lenhart can see. His father wouldn't. I'm sure we can arrange that. That would be delightful, Master Mailer. Thank you both. Most welcome, Elsa. I must now return to my work, Master Mailer. Till later. Until then. Grace, take a break from your investigations and join us for a meal. We'd be happy to, thank you. Master Mailer, so glad you could join us. And my apprentice, Casper. Of course, Casper. Welcome, welcome. I hope you'll enjoy everything I prepared this evening. Lenhart, will you pray before the meal? Who else would? You? Paul? Our guests? I apologize, Lenhart. Master Mailer, forgive me. It's not a problem. Bless us, O Lord, and these gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Christ our Lord. Amen. And I say, Andreas, I'm sorry I never had you eat with us on your first visit to Tassing. I was preoccupied running the mill, you see. Right, preoccupied. You know how busy your father is, Paul. Lenhart is always working on something. I understand. A wandering artist, and not even a master at that, held no interest. Andreas, please. That was some time ago. I was working far too much to entertain that. Well, I've remedied that little lapse in courtesy now. Getting the best I have to offer. Hold on, I'm just checking. Well, that's great. My cooler, CPU cooler is working properly. However, okay. The best I have to offer is the best in Tassing. Andreas, when you have some time, you should come hunting with me up in the mountains. It's exhilarating. Trying to find a murderer, you know. Yes, well. But enough about Tassing. Tell me how you've made that fortune. How was life in Nuremberg? I have opened a workshop, and my wife and I live quite comfortably in Nuremberg. Without that wife around, you can get up to all sorts of fun while you're here in Tassing. Or Elsa. There are plenty of willing parties if you know what to do. I don't want to encroach, of course. Well, you're certainly a man passionate about his work if you made so much of yourself in so short a time. Peasants around here could learn a thing or two from you. No one around here even knows what work is anymore. Oh, God. Oh, God. He's one of those fuckers. The rich fuckers who think that poor people don't work. Of course, I'm racing Paul to be better than all that. I've always got to have higher aspirations. What do you want to do, Paul? I want to learn to run the mill, like my dad. Of course you do. You know your place. Oh, God, I am... He's making me want to pin it on him, even though it probably wasn't. Anyway, I'm glad you've come back to Tassing. Given me some real conversation, at least. Have you been busy investigating the murder, Andreas? What business is it of yours, Elsa? I'd rather not talk about it. Apologies. Yes, think before speaking. Better yet, don't speak at all. Oh, God. One would think our peasants could learn from the failures in Swabia, but, well, God didn't really fashion them for thinking, did he? I don't think the peasants are the problem. They most certainly are. I didn't agree with Otto. At least I could see his point of view. Now that Peter is leading the mob, there's no sense to be made of any of it. Just out for revenge. But Ulrich says that what the abbot is doing isn't Christian. What? Are you going to tell the abbot, of all people, what's not Christian, Paul? The abbey is entitled to profit from the land it owns and retain what it produces, just as we do. Really ought to give him more credit, Lenhart. Please, Lenhart, out at the table. Fine, I've had my fill anyway, and I'd hate to keep you from your work with more idle chatter, Andreas. Oh, boy. Andreas, you really must come hunting with me. It'll be a day you won't ever forget, I promise. Can't spare the time, Lenhart. Change your mind, just say the word. I'll make the arrangements. Thank you for coming to sup with us, Master Mailer. meal was delightful. Thank you. Please, Andreas, you don't need to be so polite on Elsa's account. One would hope she would have learned to be a better hostess by now, but, well, our next meal together will be much nicer. Right, the next meal. Till then. Andreas? Hello, Lenhart, do you have a moment? Sure, what do you want? I'm just letting you know I'm on to you. The hell does that mean, Andreas? It means that maybe I overheard things that don't look good for you. Say it outright, man. If you're going to threaten me, don't be a damn coward. It means you should be more careful where you meet up with the women in this. I told Hannah not to meet me there in the middle of the day, stupid bitch. You think I give a shit who knows about us? Fucked most of the women in this town, Andreas. No one has ever done anything about it. You won't change that. You don't scare me. What do you want? You said I could be a problem. Here you are, meddling in things you shouldn't. I have a duty to find the truth. Is that what you're calling it? It doesn't solve the issue of who killed Otto. Heard you and Hannah, she never admitted whether she killed Otto or not. Could she have done it? Look, for what it's worth, I don't think it was Hannah. A devilish woman, sure, but too cowardly. She won't even admit to her husband he's a cuckold, much less murder Otto. You're really looking for someone to blame? Try Matron. Something off about him. Otto knew it. Oh, Martin. Now, can we be done with this tiresome inquisition? I have things to do. Oh boy, even I really want to kill Lenhart. Hmm. Whoops. Getting late. I should get some rest. Andreas. Oh god, what the hell's going on? Get up. Take your boy, too. Peter? What are you all doing here? Getting you. You're needed in the commons. Let's go. We'll be asking the questions, Mailer. Alright. We'll get dressed and be along. Asper, wake up. Master Andreas? What's going on? It's the middle of the night. Something's happening in the commons. Peter and the others want us there. Will we be alright, Master Andreas? Don't worry, Peter. No. Bleh. Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. You'll be fine. Alright, now that everyone's here, we can start. Start? Start what? We're holding a trial for Otto's murderer. You're the one with the evidence. Oh god, we're doing it now. Woke me up for a trial? Yes, we damn well did. You've had your time and we need justice now. Well, what have you found? We're all waiting. Hold on, I've barely had a day to investigate. I can hardly come to a conclusion so soon. Answer the man, please, Andreas. Give us the killer. Calm down, everyone. This isn't fair. Well, you better fucking decide, Mailer, or you can watch that damned Abbey go up in flames. Quiet. I have a woman in labor right next door. This behavior is shameful. Loses her child because of this fighting, it will be on your souls. This is right. I know you want justice for my husband, for your friend, but I don't want things to get worse than they already are. Please, Dad, give Andreas a little more time. Fine. Andreas, you've got until that baby is born. After that, we'll claim our justice. Work fast, Mailer, so our decision people. Kristen, good evening. The customary tasking that the people gather in the commons in the middle of the night? Do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Who's asking? My name is Tristan von Frauenberg. I'm here on behalf of the Duke of Bavaria. The Duke is aware that you have been distributing and discussing the 12 articles. He is also aware that you have been disputing conditions of taxation and land use with the Abbot of Curacao. The Duke is merciful. He does not seek to punish Tasting for these disputes, but his mercy has limits. The Duke has become aware that you have imprisoned the Abbot and monks of Curacao within the Abbey. This is insult. This is rebellion. For this, there can be neither tolerance nor mercy. You have until sunset tomorrow to vacate Curacao Abbey and release the Abbot and all monks. If this is not done, the Duke's soldiers will enter the town and the Abbey in force. Certain as night follows day, they will kill every man and boy who stands in their way. What? God protect us. No, oh. We never wanted to threaten the Abbot, sir. Wouldn't listen to our demands. We're starving. Such efforts were necessary since the townsfolk are also suffering under the Abbot's increased taxes. Duke is aware of the town's complaints and finds some merit in them. Believes some concessions can be made regarding the death tax and use of the force for wood. Of course, only under the strict condition that the Abbot is released unharmed. What do the peasants get? What about our taxes? What about the right to use the woods for grazing, for fishing? The Duke is unwilling to make additional concessions. Release the Abbot and take what is offered. You can remain defiant and face the consequences. It will yield you little, save steel and fire. Sunset. Tomorrow. Let's get some dirt on the miller. Grace, look at this day. How do you feel about a hunt up in the mountains? Soldiers surrounding the town? Sure that's safe? They're surrounding the peasants. Duke knows I support the Abbot. I always have. You and I aren't in danger, Andreas. If we want to hunt, we can hunt. I'm investigating Otto's murder. A hunt hardly seems appropriate. If it would help, I could tell you what I know, and I know a fair deal. What do you know? No, come hunting with me and I'll tell you. Alright, fine. Wonderful. You'll have to leave the boy behind, though. He'll slow us down. I understand. Casper, you could stay here with Paul until we return. Alright, Master. I am getting closer and closer to just deciding to fuck over Lenhart and have him die. How is the climb suiting you, Naylor? It's a bit more challenging than I was expecting. The worst is over. There's only a little way to go. Rest for a moment and let me know when you're ready to continue. The olive tasking and gear south from here. Probably have enough time for a quick sketch. Despite all of Tassing's troubles, it looks peaceful from up here. Why is this so hard? Like my mind just wants my hand to stop. Can't even draw something as beautiful as this valley. Useless. What a waste of time. Snow in June. In some parts of the Alps, the snow doesn't melt until late summer. Look, you can see the Duke's soldiers getting information around the town. Peter has no idea what he's gotten the peasants into. Nightfall, it will be too late. Only if I can't find Otto's killer before then. Ah, yes, of course. All that space devoted to fields. It's a pity we need the peasants to work them. They lead hard lives and do difficult work. That's not my problem. God saw fit to make them peasants. Oh, God. They're grist. Oh, grist for God's mill. No one wants grist. They just want the flour that comes from it. And yet, without grist, there would be no flour. Like I said, it's a pity. Still, their women are of some value. Don't misunderstand me. They're as stupid as the men, but they do have some charms. When they're young, of course. They age like buttermilk in the sun. What does it matter to you? You're a married man. Andreas, marriage is for raising children, keeping a household. Nothing wrong with enjoying fruit from a tree in another man's yard from time to time. Given your contempt for them, I'm surprised any peasant women would lay with you. Their husbands are fumbling oafs, fat, ugly, and stupid. Some of them don't even know what the touch of a real man should feel like until I've been with them. As for the rest, they're easy to convince when there's a poor harvest year or when they're behind on their taxes. Such a piece of shit. Your jealousy is showing, Mailer. The truth is that they all want to be with me. God, fucking... They just need an excuse to ease their conscience. Something I'm sure you've never been burdened with. I don't need Father Thomas to tell me when to feel guilty, Andreas. Neither do you. Oh, that's enough talk for now. Are you ready to head up? Yes, let's continue. Deer come through this clearing at all times of year. There's a natural blind up ahead. We can watch from there. I have to admit, I didn't think much of you when you were last in Tassing. Poor artist and all that. Well, that's interesting because I didn't think much of you either. Don't act like we're not alike, Mailer. We both made something of ourselves. 7 years ago, you were boarding in a rundown peasant's hovel. Now you're a master running your own workshop in Nuremberg. Men like us make our own fortune. Didn't your father build the mill? The old mill. I built this one, the only windmill in Bavaria. With his fortune. You're missing the point. We've built something for ourselves. Peter Gertner will toil the same field his father did until he drops. Big Jorg will do the same. Peasants ask for the world, but they can't even comprehend what's outside of their tiny plot of land. Where is this conversation leading? This rebellion by the farmers, it won't go anywhere. Whether it ends peacefully or violently, they won't win. They need a scapegoat for Otto's death. Look to Martin Bauer. Why would he want to kill Otto? Martin didn't want to support Otto's little rebellion. He was quite happy with the way things were. Something changed recently. I think Otto learned something about Martin that Martin didn't want to get out. It was dire enough to change Martin from resisting Otto to wholeheartedly supporting him in front of the town. That's it? What evidence is there? Find some. If Otto found out, others must know or at least have suspicions. Down. He's there. See him? Lead, I'll follow. Missed me by inches. I heard the ball fly past my head. Better than hearing it hit the back of your skull. It's not the most accurate weapon, but it hit the target in the end. What a privilege, not getting my head blown off by my hunting partner. Oh, relax, Mailer, you're fine. Find the stag, it can't have gone far. I am considering just taking an arrow and hitting him in the back of the head. It's not dead yet. Looks like we both wounded it, but not enough. Easy enough to kill a dumb beast when it's helpless. I seem to take pleasure in overpowering helpless creatures. It is the nature of a wolf to feed upon sheep. You're a miller, make flour. I'm a miller with a gun. Now then, let's find a long stick to carry the deer. It was a good hunt. Thank you for coming with me. I went with you hoping you would tell me something useful about Otto's death. I did. Maybe it wasn't what you wanted, but I don't really care about what you want. Think about what I said about Martin. I'll look into it. Glad to hear it. Good luck, Andreas Mailer. Oh, Andreas. So sorry, Abe. I knew something like this would happen. Believed in what he was doing. I know he was doing the right thing. Andreas, I was so scared. Don't know what I'm going to do now. Get through this, all of us. My father doesn't get us all killed. God, I hope he doesn't. I'm sorry, Andreas, I'm just so tired. When's the last time you ate something, Ava? Oh, not sure. You'd eat something for Rotz's sake. Would you mind sitting with me? Of course. Thank you for coming. Not easy being alone right now. Yes, I know you're here, little. Let's eat our sorrow together. Yes, I suppose we both have problems to deal with. Please, sit. Sorry, I'm just used to my father or Otto praying. Would you like me to pray? If you wouldn't mind. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Protect Ava and Oates during these trying times. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 Thank you for doing this. For trying to find Otto's killer. I know my father and the others, they forced you into it, but I appreciate it. Otto was a good man, Eva. You deserve to see his killer brought to justice. He always spoke highly of you. Glad you feel the same way. Eva, may I ask you something about Otto? I have limited time to figure this out, you know. Sorry that my grief inconveniences you. You think may have had cause to kill Otto. The abbot, of course, but there were others in the town who resented Otto for what he was doing. They must have hit it well because it seemed like everyone around here supported him. Most people support him, but it bothered my father that it took the inheritance and forest laws to get Otto on our side. Peasants have been dealing with the abbot's taxes and property schemes for years. You remember what happened to Ottilia Kemperin's farm? She and her husband worked that land for years. If it weren't for Lucky's death and Agnes taking her in, I don't know what would have happened to her. But surely that didn't affect you after you married Otto. But it affects my family and my neighbors. What kind of Christian would I be if that didn't trouble me? Had to be some people who were unsympathetic, like Lenhart. Of course, but no one hates the peasants the way he... Can't think of anyone else who spoke out against Otto. Managed to convince most of the townsfolk that the peasants' cause was right. If anyone harbored resentment about it, they kept quiet about it. Surely there was some opposition initially. Yes, of course, people debated it in the commons, but no one got that heated about it, aside from Lenhart. Sorry, I don't think I can talk much more about this. I just want it to be over with. Of course, Eva. Thank you for your help. Mr. Siva, are you feeling well? You've barely eaten anything. I don't have much of an appetite, but I'll be alright. I'll eat in a bit for Rhodes' sake. Thank you, Casper. What about you, Andreas? I'm sure you weren't expecting this to interrupt your trip home. No, but the visit was pleasant until then. It was nice to see Tassing again. Pearsall again. It reminded me of when I enjoyed my work. It's been a long time since I felt that way. What do you mean? You always seem to love painting. When I saw your masterpiece just before you left, I still think it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. What's happened to you in the last 7 years? I lost touch with something, Ava. I don't know why. I don't even know why I do this. Sounds like you need to make something new, something for different people. Have a talent that could reach more people than you know, Andreas. Really think that? Of course I do. Think about Klaus. Even a peasant up here in the mountains can afford the books he prints and sells. The words and images in those books can help us understand places and things and ideas that we will never be able to see for ourselves. That may not matter to all of us, but to some of us it does. It matters to me. But if you want to make art that matters, make it about something important. Make it for someone who cares. Say nothing. Wah. No, it's feeding time. Of course. Thank you for the visit, both of you. Helps. Think about what I said, Andreas. You don't have to be unhappy. I will, thank you. Thank you for trying to find justice for Otto. God bless you. Hey, Dog Nozzle. Yeah, I started late tonight, and I said I was gonna probably have a short stream, but that turned out to be a lie. I'm close enough now that I'm going to write out this case. Yeah, I started at like 9. And I thought I would be streaming not for too long, so I'd be going to bed, but that turned out to be I make little lies a lot when it comes to this. Have you given any more thought to buying the house around of drinks? You'll be here a while if you do. Yes, I'm willing to give it a try. Have a seat then. Folk filter in as they finish their work for the day. Yeah, so you've played this game, so I'm sure you know where we're at. Otto's dead. Hey. Andreas here says he's buying drinks for everyone. Before you get too excited, I'd like to say a few words about the man Tassing just lost, Otto Zimmerman. I know it's hard to think about anything but the Duke's soldiers right now, but just listen for a moment. That priest does not look to me. Father Thomas does not look amused. Otto was a good man. Stuck up for the people in this town. And he was a loving husband to Ava and a good father to Otis. Okay, that's St. Peter. Hopefully St. Peter is in a charitable mood today. To Otto. Everyone, please exercise moderation. Do not drink too heavily in Otto's memory. We aren't Lutherans. Too late. Are you the man to thank for the drinks? I am. Thanks. Yes, thanks. It was a long road here from Waldorf. We came to visit the shrine of St. Moritz, but the sisters said it's closed because of some trouble. Well, it's more that the monks are hiding from the peasants in the abbey. Oh, is that going on here too? Too? We heard about the miners in Salzburg. No, I don't like the sound of that, Master Andreas. There's nothing we can do about it from here, Casper. I suppose you're right. Sorry, but what was it you were saying about traveling to the shrine? Well, our priest told me to take a pilgrimage here, after God saved my little goat's life. I'm very happy for your goats? He means the boy, Philip, over there. God damn it, Philip, get off that table. So, Dog Nozzle, I don't know if you ever, had dinner with, Lenhart, the miller, the rich asshole. Oh god, he is a fucking piece of work. Don't curse, father. Oh, alright, alright. Little boys can be frustrating. Sometimes you can't help but curse. Anyway, the boy climbed up a tree, jumped off and landed his hand on a board with nail through it. Oh my god. His arm swelled like a bloated pig in the sun. Yeah, he got tetanus. Must you describe it that way? Well, it did. He had such an awful fever, like he was boiling in his own skin. I prayed to God to save my little goat, and the next day, a miracle. True. That very next day. Thank God. I intend to. That's why we came. I asked our priest in Muldorf how to thank God. Since the little goat's arm had swollen so badly, he said we should make a pilgrimage to see the hand of St. Moritz. Philip, off! You can imagine how disappointed we are that the shrine is closed. Of course, hopefully you won't have to wait long. Yes, I did go hunting with him. Philip! I'm sorry. The boy won't listen. It's no trouble. I know you. It's possible. I traveled around a bit when I was younger. Ah, that must be it. Thank you for returning the boy. I am extremely tempted to, it seems like Lenhart objectively isn't the killer, but I am tempted to just pin it on him anyway for the greater good and to get him out of the way. Were you here on St. John's Eve? No, we arrived yesterday morning. Why? I'm trying to figure out if someone in town was involved in my friend's death. No, I don't think we could help with that. Alright, thanks anyway. Till next time. Till then. Andreas Mailer, right? You're staying at the Abbey Guest House, aren't you? Excuse me, I don't think we've met. How do you know my name? We'll say you got the town stonemason killed a few years back. No way, yes. Well, it doesn't bother me any. I've killed dozens of people. I was just telling young Hans and Fabian about the life of a lance mercenaries found throughout the Holy Roman Empire and served the Imperial Army. Okay. What's the pay like? Is it dangerous? 4 gold in a month. And yes, it's dangerous. Mind that you do have to pay for your own equipment. How much? Yeah, 13 to 15 golden. Damn, that's more than 10. Yes, it is. It's 3 to 5 more than 10. You have 10 golden? Oh, no, I don't have any golden. See what I'm dealing with here, Mailer? You, boy. Me? Yes, you look like you're from a family that isn't completely impoverished. Want to join up? The boy is my apprentice. Oh, my apologies. No offense intended. None taken. Well then, would you be interested in playing a card game to pass the time? Playing Lance Connect. I'm not familiar with the game. I'll explain the rules as we go. They're simple. Want to play? Not right now. Alright, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Questa tecniche bolognese, ma non le ho visti di persona. Sì, i risultati sono piuttosto notevoli. Te lo assicuro. Neither am I. I'm not sure what he's about. Ah, Master Mailer, thank you for the drink. Here to join us, the other doctors and I are having quite the chat. Nothing like a little drink to lubricate the mind, I say. I'd be honored to join. Certainly, I'll introduce you. There's probably something you get out of it with him. Gentile dottore, permettetemi di presentarvi Andreas Mailer, un maestro artista di Norimberga. Marcantonio Orsi, Vincenzo Ambrosi, and Angelo Gacciani are esteemed doctors from Bologna traveling to Flanders. Afraid I don't speak Italian and my Latin isn't that good, but it is a pleasure to meet you. Niemand van ons spreekt Duits. Ik spreek wel een beetje Nederlands. None of us speak German. I do speak a little Dutch. I speak Dutch, so all is well. Angelo et moi ne parlons pas néerlandais. Parlez-vous français? Angelo and I don't speak Dutch. Do you speak French? Oui. I can't speak French or Dutch, only English. Oh, I know English as well. Fantastique. Netherlands, France, and England. Incredible. Dutch, French, and English. What can I say? I traveled a great deal. Cosa stavano discutendo? La naturale storia di Plinio il Vecchio. È una merda. È inutilmente riduttivo. Andreas, we're talking about Pliny's natural history. Do you know it? Sarebbe divertente. Perché mai un artista dovrebbe conoscere la naturale storia. I think it's shit. I think it's shit. Dat vind kiet de kruvanje. I think that's a little crude of you. You know it, Andreas? I must admit my ignorance, but please continue your conversation, gentlemen. Ah, merci beaucoup. Beaucoup. Ah, thank you kindly. Dove eravamo? La naturaleza storia è una merda. Ah, boy. I don't even know what this means. An error. Apologies, Andrews. This must be very boring. Even we are bored with debating the topic. Angela was clearly not bored. It's your conversation, gentlemen. I'm simply a guest. Ah, well, I think it's run its course anyway. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Andreas. Andreas, my German is so poor I didn't understand. Don't trouble yourself over it. Do you know the man well? Did you know the man well? Not that well. I lodged at his wife's home. Well enough. He was a good man. Ah, then I pray that he is near to God. Grace, I was just telling them I was there after the murder happened. That's right, Dr. Stoles and his neighbor were the first people on the scene. Was that what all the commotion was about? It woke us up, but we didn't know what was happening. Interesting. Did you see anything unusual around that time? Called out for the innkeeper. He and his boy came out and looked confused. Anything else? Where was Hannah? Why would only the innkeeper and the boy come out? It's unaccounted for. That gives her an opportunity to have been involved in the murder. Anything else? Andreas, I'm just telling them it wasn't an accident, that Otto was murdered. Say nothing. What? It was murder? It appears so. I pray they catch the culprit and give him the justice he deserves. Do you remember anything else about that night? No, I'm afraid not. Oh well, the entire evening is still shrouded in mystery. Nice meeting you, gentlemen, but I must attend to other business. Safe journeys. Many thanks. God be with you, Andreas. Oh, Andreas. Oh, no. Oh, Andreas. Yes, foreigner? Maybe it's nothing, but the murder has got my mind turning over possible suspects. Hey, I got the achievement for passing 5 dialogue checks. I've seen Otto and Martin Bauer talking a great deal in the last few weeks. I can't guess what the matter was, but you should know there's something strange about Martin. Strange how? The year before you first came to testing, I treated young Martin Bauer for an injury. Cut up his side open, falling on a rough fence post. The wood was jagged and tore the skin considerably. Healed quickly enough, but it left a bad scar, about 8 inches long and 4 wide. Jesus! What's so strange about that? I examined him for a minor rash a month ago. He doesn't have the scar anymore. It's completely vanished. A miracle? Touched by the hand of Saint Moritz? Believe it if you want, Andreas. I think you and I both know there's a much simpler explanation. Oh, was that not Martin Bauer? Not. Till later, Andreas. Hello again, Andreas. Hello, Samuel. Up for a game of Lanksnet? Why not? The rules are simple enough. Pay attention, boys. If you forget everything else, remember that you want to see a card that matches what's in front of you. Get dealt into the center. That means you win. See matching cards going into the discard pile. Your chances of winning are going down because there are only four of a kind in the deck. Now, at the start of each hand, everyone has to ante and money to play. With 4 players, we each ante a penny. After the ante, dealer shuffles, deals 1 card to every player at the table, starting with himself. All cards are dealt face up in this game, so we all know what we're dealing with. The value of the card is only important if we run through the whole deck, but it may influence your strategy. In this game, the queen is the high card, followed by the king, then the farmer. Each turn you can raise by the ante, stay, or fold from the game. However, if any player raises, every other player must meet the raise. When all players are finished, we deal 3 cards into the discard pile. Then we bet again. One goes in the middle. If it matches any player's card, that player wins. Doesn't match, we go through another round until someone wins or we run out of cards. Congrats, hands, you would have won the money if we were playing a real hand. Run out of cards, the highest card wins. Multiple players have high cards, the highest suit wins. Leaves high, followed by hearts, bells, and then acorns at the bottom. Oh, okay. Alright, let's play a real game now. Sounds an Andreas win. Yay. Now that one hand has been dealt, the dealer hands the deck to the player on his left. Now the dealer for the next hand. Oh, could we have some beer, Samuel? Why not? Master Mailer is paying. Here you are, boys. Enjoy. Thanks. I like Mistress Hannah. Dad says she brings food to men working on the rat house. My dad said she's always over there. Seems weird. Maybe it's just Christian charity. Come on, boys. Back to the game. Okay, hmm. Hmm. Okay. Why is the queen higher than the king? Because Our Lady is the patron of all Lancenecks. I chose to honor her in this way. Okay. Ah, what the hell? I'll stay in. Okay, I can't win. Ha! Thanks for the game, but I'm done for now. Of course. See you later, Andreas. God damn it. What's wrong with you? Blind? Dumb? Amate, è stato un incidente. Lo giuro. What the hell are you saying? Speak German. Metti. Cosa vuoi c'è di tica? Ti dica? È solo birra. No, it's only one beer. Oh, you want to fight? You came to the right place, fancy man. I don't think this is how you wanted it to go. Is it, Master Andreas? Hey! A man was murdered in this town. His body is barely cold. I bought drinks for you all to remember him and to lighten the burden of his death. Hardly think a drunken brawl is the proper way to remember him. Everyone out, everyone out. Troops have arrived. Everyone will be waiting to hear my evidence now. Best head into town and be prepared to name a suspect. Let's do this. We don't have much time, so let's get this over with. I know some of you are frightened, some of you want to give up, but we have to see this through. Maybe we can't get what we've been fighting for, but we can get justice for Otto. Right, for Otto, justice! Dad, what about the Duke's soldiers? They've been getting closer all day. I know. That's why we have to do this now, before it's too late. All we need now is for Andreas to tell us who did it. And we're stalling, Andreas. We need to know who killed Otto, and we need to know now. Andreas even tell us the truth? I'll tell you so that justice can be served, not so... Of course I can. Finding the culprit is all I've been doing since you chased the monks into the library. Peace, peace. If Andreas names the guilty party, they should face the law, not a mob. Not debating this, Ulrich. We're out of time. Acting now is the only way to get justice. Can't let anything stop us. A name, Andreas. Just give us a name. We'll do the rest. She made it, everyone. She made it. Rachel gave birth to a baby girl. Quiet, quiet. Everyone needs to stay back and give Rachel space. Yes, Agnes, of course. All is well, praise God. Safe and sound, and a baby girl, Baruch Hashem. Everything going on with everything that could have happened. God be praised, thank God, such a blessing. Thanks be to God indeed. Aww. Peter, I'm sorry, I can't keep supporting you anymore. I understand your cause, but I need to protect my daughter and keep my friends safe. I've already lost Marie and Bert. I can't bear to lose anyone else. Bowing to the Duke's wishes will protect us. I'll do it gladly. I believe in the cause, Peter, but not at the cost of any more violence. This is a stressful time for us all. I'm not gonna force Klaus. I get it. Even if I don't personally agree. Please excuse me, everyone. I need a moment to myself. Maybe he's right. This is too much. What about our safety? Maybe violence isn't the answer. The matter isn't so straightforward. How can you all so easily give up? That soldier said the Duke would consider concessions for the town if we release the abbot. Surely that will be enough. Soldiers in the abbot won't listen. Maybe enough to approach the Duke's soldiers, especially if you let the abbot go. Force would not solve anything. Letting the abbot go and getting concessions is the best solution for everyone. Sure. Letting the abbot go would be justice, wouldn't it? He's not the one who killed Otto. Townsfolk don't understand. Letting the abbot go won't fix anything. We can't get the concessions we need. All peasants will starve and die in the end, and then where will Tassing be? Oh! Oh, Jesus. My controller. God, what's... here? Oh! There it goes. Besides, Otto's death needs to be vindicated. Don't walk away from this now, Ulrich. I am not swayed from the cause, Peter, rest assured. But, Ulrich, this isn't your fight. threat, it is moral and Christian to stand with the peasants. I cannot do otherwise. Damn you all, such behavior is reckless and cruel, especially right now. Get out, all of you. Let Rachel rest. Yes, Agnes. We'll go now. Reyes, we're not done. Must still find justice for Otto before the Duke's soldiers arrive. Yes, let's continue this outside. No more stalling. No interruptions. Tell us what you know, Andreas. Give us a name. Give us a name, or the monks can burn along with their precious books. Remember your promise. You'll let them go, you won't hurt them. Yes, I remember, but first you need to give us what we want. Tell us. I have one more condition. God damn it, Mailer. We don't have time for this. Enough innocent blood has already been spilled. Let Casper leave before things get any worse. Just a boy, Peter. Please. What? Leave? Yes, fine. The boy can leave. Not his fight. Please, Casper, I couldn't live with myself if something happened to you. No, Master Andreas, I won't leave you. I know you don't want to, but you have to. Find your way back to Salzburg, back to your family. Please. Master Andreas, you'll teach me again when this is all over, right? Let's go, Casper, please. You'll come get me, right? Master Andreas? Who killed Otto? I don't have enough evidence for anyone else. Anna Bergeron killed Otto to protect the inn. Protect the inn? Why would the inn be in danger? I overheard Hannah confiding in Lenhart by the old ruins in the meadow. He was afraid that if Otto pushed the abbot out, the hand of St. Moritz would go with him. No relic, no pilgrims, no golden hand. Anna spent time at the rat house. Why? What was she doing there, if not plotting Otto's death? Should have known. She's a newcomer here, never supported the peasants, never supported what Otto was doing. And if she was sneaking off to the ruins to talk to that bastard Lenhart, well, I don't think anything more needs to be said. Alright, Peter. We've heard Andreas out, but the accused should be allowed to defend themselves. You're not going anywhere, Peter. You're not getting anyone. None of you are. Anna is under my protection. You're out of time. Peter, I'm so delighted I was able to snuff out the flickering flame of your pathetic rebellion. Listen to me, all of you. It's over. You're done. The only thing you can do now is release the abbot and pray for the Duke's mercy. If any of you people set foot near my mill, you'll get none from me. Damn him. Damn him! He thinks he can stop us? All of us? He can't. Peter, it's gone too far. We have to release the abbot before it's too late. To hell with the abbot, Ulrich. If he won't help us, to hell with you. This is our last chance to get justice for Otto, Ulrich. I'm with Peter here. That isn't true, Andreas. All of you Christian men, you know that justice lies with God alone. This can't wait until Judgment Day, Ulrich. Sorry. To the mill! Stay back, brutes. This won't end well for any of you. Anna has my protection, and I won't hesitate to shoot you like the animals you are. So stay away from my fucking mill. You, Andreas? I thought you might have learned something from our little chat. Seems you really are as pathetic as the rest of this lot. You're an asshole, Lenhart. You always had the wrong ideas about the peasants. I never agreed with you. I thought you were a man of stature, Andreas, but you're just a spineless bastard. It'll be the death of you, I know it. Elsa, take the boy and go. You don't need to be involved in this. No, Elsa, get back in the mill. Don't you dare disobey me, Paul. You hear me? Get your mother back inside. I'm not staying here any longer. I'm taking Mom and we're leaving. Somewhere far away from you. Hell yeah, you get away from this asshole. You'll regret this, boy. I won't be responsible for how your life turns out if you leave. Lenhart, let them go. They've lived under your rule long enough. Should have expected this from you, Paul. You've always been a sad excuse for a son. Elsa, if you do this, you won't find anyone else to love you. You don't even love her. You'll be a feckless old crone like that Ottilia, Elsa. It's over, Lenhart. They're gone. You're not so high and mighty now, are you? You're going to lose everything, just like us. Give up, Muller. There's more of us than you in that mill. You can't shoot us all. Give us Hannah, you bastard. I didn't kill Otto. I was scared about what would happen to the shrine, but I would never kill someone. Please, think of my family. What about Otto's family? What about my daughter, a widow with an infant son? Too late to plead for mercy now. You're all mad. This isn't how the law works, and you know it. Your blabbering will change nothing. You've never given a damn about law or justice or propriety or fucking decency a day in your life, Lenhart. Ha! You've let me have my way for years, Peter. Done shit all about it. Never stood up for anything, and you won't get any further today, coward. Peter, Lenhart, please, let us search for peace tonight. Such language is not Christian. Coward, am I? Come down here and face me like a man, you piece of shit. Please, everyone calm down. Still talk this out. Violence is not the answer, Peter. Can't blame the man, Ulrich. Force is all Peter and his family knows. It certainly worked with Christine. How dare you even speak her name, much less suggest. Lenhart, you killed him. Murder! You monster! Burn him! Make him pay! Justice! Fuck yeah, kill the miller. Been a menace on this town long enough, Lenhart, but murder? You've brought this on yourself. Let both of the murderers die together. Andreas, troops are advancing on the town. We need to go now. We must let the abbot out so we can talk to the Duke's soldiers. You're right, let's go. Father Abbot, you can come out. The peasants won't hurt you now. Really? Why? Andreas found the killer and justice has been dispensed. Peter has to keep to his word. Are you sure? Please, Father Abbot, the Duke's soldiers have surrounded the town. You have to show them you're in no danger, that the peasants aren't holding you captive. You don't want any more bloodshed, Father. Thank God. Over finally. What's happened at the mill? Is anyone hurt? We saw a fire. Peter, stop. You got your justice. You swore that you wouldn't harm the abbot or the brothers. Remember? I did. No one else needs to die tonight. The abbot can talk to the Duke's herald. He held Lenhart responsible for his actions. We can convince the Duke that what happened tonight was justice. Otto is dead. Ulrich is dead. We can work through this, Peter. Hope is not lost. Everything can go back to the way it was before. Right. The way it was before. Like nothing ever happened. Sure. What is it? What did you do? Dad? God save us, he's lit the manuscripts. Nothing's ever going to change. The books. Dad, what did you do? We need to get to the water in the sister's well, quickly, before it spreads. Peter, the soldiers are in the abbey. They're coming this way. We need to save as many of the books as we can. No, we need to get out of here. God save us. Ah! Get out, everybody run. How could this have happened? Andreas, let's go. I'm sorry, I can't. Andreas! Oh God, is Andreas going to die? Fuck. Oh God, Peter's got a rock. They're fighting the Duke's soldiers. Oh God. Shit. There's Casper in the back there. Oh, there's Andreas. Jesus. Oh, I can hear Graham snoring in the background. Oh, he's so sweet. Tired little guy. To all interested parties regarding investments made to Andreas Mailer, artist of Nuremberg, for the creation of a mural in the Church of Our Lady. Chamber Court upholds the rulings of the Nuremberg City Court and Council in 1526 and 1527, respectively. All claimants sign contracts containing clauses under which their investments could be returned. As Andreas Mailer's death indisputably resulted from a greater power, contractually exempted circumstance, the state cannot be held liable. In the interest of feminine liberty, his widow Sabine retains all contested investments. 15th day of February, Anno Domini 1534. Jesus. I didn't think Andreas would die. Oh, that's Act 2. Hey, townspeople are foraging. Feels like it's getting cold early this year, doesn't it? My age, it feels like the cold comes earlier every year. But we need this chill for the leaves to fall and the galls with them. Parasitic growth which develops on oak trees caused by wasps laying their eggs under the tree bark. Oak galls were traditionally harvested and distilled into iron ink used in manuscripts. Huh. What, you don't want to climb the saint's tree to pull them off? Ha, even in my youth that would have required divine intervention. No, thank you. I'll stay here on the ground and wait patiently for the Lord to deliver. Don't you have ink back at your father's shop, though? Oh, God, that's Magdalene all grown up. For the press. He has it delivered. This is just for my own drawings. Besides, sometimes it feels nice to do things the old way. The old way it is. I would know. Oats. Hey, Mags. Sister Gertrude. God bless you, Master Zimmerman. Told you not to call me that. What, Mags? Why? We'll call me Oats. You don't see me complaining. Not even a name. It's a valley. I like being called Oats. Right, so why are you being so stuck up? Master Zimmerman, call Mary Magdalene, witness to our Lord's death and resurrection, Mags? Guess not. Then it seems only fitting you should call Mistress Druckerin by her full Christian name. Alright, sorry, sister. Sorry, Magdalene. Anyway, your dad wants to see you. What? Why? Isn't he at the rat house? He is. He wants you to grab his mural sketches and bring them. Fine. Suppose this is enough galls for now. I was just about finished too. God bless you both. Don't be long, Magdalene. The council's waiting on us. Not sure why this falls on me, but I suppose I better get going. I think Dad left the rat house plans on his workshop bench at home, next to the printing press. The mural, October 1543. Okay, so I wasn't. That is it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night with some Xenoblade Chronicles X. Gonna continue to work on that. And then I'll be back this weekend with more, probably more Xenoblade Chronicles X and more Pentiment. I am really enjoying this. That it took turns I didn't expect to take. So, anyway, that is it for tonight. I really need to get going. Oh god, it's midnight. Alright, yeah, I definitely need to go. Bye-bye. Oh, cool. I am enjoying this. So, anyone, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.